core ideas. And what the new framework has done is tried to take a deep breath and understand how truly packed the curriculum day is. And that there's just too darn much stuff. And so how do we reduce the content that we're expecting kids to learn during a given day, week, and year, and understand that all knowledge builds on itself. And so at grade 1, you might want to learn X, A, and B about force and motion. In grade 2, you may want to learn C and D about force and motion. In grade 3, you may want to learn a little bit more about. And so if there is a contiguous K-12 set of content in place and kids learn sequentially across those grade levels, then they're able then to put it all together if it's done in a consistent way. One of the things that the Common Core standards that have started being adopted for math and reading have done is that when a kid goes from, and boy, you know, we're a mobile population now. And so a kid's going to be in one school for grade 1 and 2, they might be in another school for grade 3 and 4. And one of the beauties of having a relatively coherent and stable curriculum is going from one school to another school. They don't have such wide gaps in content knowledge. And so one of the interesting things is as the next generation science standards are being written, there are crosswalks between the math Common Core standard and the science content that's being taught and the language arts piece. So there's a nonfiction reading piece, there's a nonfiction writing piece, there's an oral description piece in the English and Language Arts Common Core standard. There are, are we doing addition, subtraction, multiplication? Where are we at this grade level at this time in math? So that in, I'm going to say third grade, I really don't know, to be honest. But in third grade, for example, if we're teaching force and motion, we may not get to the F equals MA piece. We may just be talking about directionality, and we may be talking about scale and size as opposed to the actual equation, because we don't get to that algebraic piece until we get into 4th grade or 5th grade. And so there's an integration now of the language arts math and the next generation science standards. And so you can download, if you want more copies of this. What this is NSTA's version of, when we read through the framework, here's what we saw. So this is a digest. I gave you this sheet that boils it down even farther. And the one thing I would commend to you, just as you pointed out the source book, if you go onto the nsta.org website, nsta.org, and you'll see a set of blue tabs up on the top, and one of them is going to be called Professional Development. And the first tab in the drop-down menu under Professional Development is called the Learning Center. Each and every one of you